making a card for the March release for Picket Fence Studios. So I've got 3 of the new products that are being released today, and the first one here is the Slimline Hello Word Topper Die, and I think I'm going to get a whole lot of use out of this one. Now, I haven't actually cut the entire length of it. It is sized so that you can use it on a slimline card, but I'm just putting it on a standard size card front here. So what I'm planning on doing is having this die sort of stick out from the front of the card. So I'm just going to cut off some of the front of the card so that behind that hello die cut, you'll be able to see a stenciled little region that I'm going to do on the inside of the card. All right, so that die is all ready to go, but I'm not going to add it just yet. I am going to do the stenciling first. So all I'm doing here is I'm just lining up this piece of mint tape so that it lines up with the edge that I've cut on the front of the card. And now I'm getting out the stencil, and this stencil is called the A2 Rose Lines stencil. It's a beautiful stencil. I can see myself using this a lot. And I've got out some Distress Oxide ink. This is Abandoned Coral, and one of my life-changing blender brushes. Now, I stupidly decided not to spray my stencil with pixie spray to hold it down, and I didn't even tape it down with any mint tape either. I just thought, I'm just going to wing it and just hold it down with my hands, and it mostly was okay, but you'll see in a little while that it's really not a good idea to do that. You can very easily muck up. Anyway, I've got my ink down, and I'm just going to go over this panel without the stencil there, because I wanted a kind of tone-on-tone thing here. I wanted there to be pretty much solid colour behind the die cut, because I want that die cut to be really legible, and I thought with white showing through from the stencil it might sort of interrupt the legibility of the stencil. So I just filled it in with some more of the Distress Oxide ink. Now I'm going to do the same on the front of the card, on the left hand side of the front, and yet again I'm not taping the stencil down, and I really should, but I wanted this bit to be lighter, so I'm just being a little bit more gentle. I'm not going, see, there you go, that's why I should have stuck it down. Anyway, I managed to get it lined up again. It didn't take me too much time. And I'm actually remaking this card. So the card that you'll see at the beginning and the end of this video is the first one I made, which I actually posted to Picket Fence Studios last month. So I'm just remaking it, and on this one I actually inked up a little bit more of the front of the card. I don't know which one I prefer. Maybe you can tell me in the comments which one you prefer, with more ink on the front or less ink on the front. But the rest of the card is pretty much the same. Alright, so I've just adhered my sentiment to the inside of the front of the card, so it's overhanging that stenciled bit on the inside of the card. And now I'm moving on to my stamping, and I'm using the BFF Faith Girl stamp. And this stamp, it looks so much like my niece Katie. She's got incredibly long legs as well. And so I decided to die cut this out, and I'm going to have her standing up right alongside the hello die, almost overlapping it. And I'm going to cut her out with the matching die, and then I'm going to do some Copic colouring. So I'm getting out my Copic markers now, and I'm going to leave you to just enjoy some music behind my Copic colouring. So she's all done, and all that remains to be done is to adhere her to the card front. So I'm just putting a little bit of glue on parts of the hello die and then glue behind her, and I'll paste her onto the front of the card. So I hope you enjoyed this process video. If you did, I'd really appreciate it if you hit that like button and subscribed if you want to. That would be awesome as well. So thank you very much for watching my video today. I'm just going to finish off by sort of reinforcing that score line to make sure she lays flat, and yeah, that's it. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you back again next time. Bye.